All right, so now that you have kind of learned how to put text and images and all of these items on the screen, we're going to do a little bit more of a creative project, just so you can kind of show off your new skills, with being able to control the background of a screen. So you should have this programming assignment in front of you. I'm going to walk you through and then show you a couple of examples. So first, you can see it says in this programming assignment, you will create a program that uses pictures and text to create a vibrant, colorful display. Then from here, you'll have the basic, generic, comments at the beginning of your program that you always have. So name, date, course, and period, your teacher, and then the project and a summary. Then from there, you need to carefully document each section of code. So make sure you're documenting before all of your variables and objects, documenting before all of your conditionals. What is the purpose of that conditional? If it's a long conditional, adding comments inside to clarify all those portions of your code in case something were to not work. And then I could go back and I could actually read through your code and determine whether or not your program would run as expected. Then at the beginning of, or at the end of your code, you want to include those 3 narrative pieces where you talk to me about your thoughts on the program, what you liked and disliked, and the new concepts that you used. So here's the program breakdown. Notice I don't have pseudocode here, but you will need to have the documentation and it will need to work as expected. And at the very, very end, you'll turn in a hard copy. You'll also save it correctly into the shared drive under your class, the year that you're in that class, the project, and your name. And then you'll have a self-reflection that you'll staple on the top. So here are the instructions to that program, and I'm gonna scroll down here. First is you are going to create a creative display using your knowledge of images and fonts. You must have 4 identical pictures displayed on the screen. Each picture should take up exactly 1/4 of the screen. Now, if you have 4 related pictures, like I've had students in the past do the 4 seasons and they have 1 picture for each season. If you have 4 related seasons or 4 related pictures, I am likely to approve that. So just ask if you have 4 things that are related that you'd like to do your project on instead of 4 identical pictures, that's fine. But each picture does need to take up 1/4 of the screen exactly, and each must have a different color hue in the background. So remember, you can have 4 different pictures as long as they are related and you get it pre-approved by me. Then from here, once you have 4 images taking up 1/4 of the screen each, you will have 1 phrase displayed on each picture. Each picture should have its own color and font. And if you choose to write the same phrase on each picture, that's fine. You can also write different ones. Then from here, at least 2 of the words should appear in 3D. So at least 2 of those phrases must be 3-dimensional. The other 2 do not have to unless you choose so. And this should be visually appealing. So words should not be sloppily placed everywhere. Think about if you went into a game and it looked really sloppy, you probably wouldn't want to play it. Same thing goes here. You want to be purposeful with where your words and your pictures are being placed. If you finish early, there are tons of extensions that you can do, making the phrases 3D, all of them, adding a counter that will change the appearance of the screen once a counter reaches 0, adding some random colors to the screen, adding more phrases to each picture. So you have a lot of ways you can extend this. So to show you the basic requirements here, this is my basic requirement one. So you'll notice it displays to the screen and it meets all of these requirements. So if you scroll up here, you'll notice that it meets all of the requirements. Oops, sorry. So you see it has the same picture taking up 1/4 of the screen each. You can see that I have 4 different colored texts, 4 different fonts being used. You can see that I have image or words being placed on each screen. 2 of them are 3-dimensional. So you'll see I have 4 different fonts, 4 different colored texts on there, 4 different colored pictures, and pictures taking up 1/4 of the screen. So make sure you meet all those requirements before you turn in your final project, but this is just a basic idea of what you could do. However, this has been a project in the past where students have historically gone above and beyond. So I want to show you what one of my past students did because I thought his project was pretty great. Now, I have had students be even more thorough and do one on dabbing. They actually made the picture dab across the screen and it would kind of switch colors as it went through. This one in particular, this student made, so it rotates with color and it actually looks like a little mesmerizing. So you can see there, he followed the instructions as well, but he definitely went a little bit above and beyond. So if you like being creative, this is an excellent time to do that. Take this project and run with it. I love seeing your creativity. So you have a lot of options here. It's pretty open. So best of luck. If you have any questions, please let me know.